What's up? What's up, y'all? It's June the 17th, 2026. It's 6:01 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we about to do this. We about to do this. All right, for more coming here talking trash, cause that's what he do. Y'all see, I got the peaceful background. Hold on, let me cut a little light on, cause the thing say I'm gonna look better than light. I want to look good for y'all. There we go. I look same to me. Got on my Hawaiian shirt because I got on my Jamaican background. I'm getting ready for the summer. After the World Cups is over. I'm gonna do my thing. I'm gonna do some traveling. So I might be coming to a town near you. If you got a spot, let me know. I'll come to your spot and we'll do a show there. Just know now, when I travel, I don't have no real ID, so I will show out because they can't get the real person. So we're gonna discuss some things up in here, and you know. We're gonna talk about dating, but we're gonna talk about some important stuff too, because there's a couple important things going on we need to pay attention to. Man, this dating thing is something serious. What's Sherry? I need Sherry up in because Sherry and Mark trying to start some trouble. See, the old timers, me, Mo, and Jomo, you know what I'm saying? I want to say we stable, but two of them maybe not that stable, but I'm trying to hold it down for the unstable elderly community. And you know, it's crazy. People always say, hey, stop saying you old, stop saying you. I say, listen, you ain't here yet, so you don't understand. When you get to be of a certain age, and Mo ain't there yet, but me and Joe understand. When you get to be a certain age, you can say shit and get away with it, and people will laugh at you and just say, oh, they old. Because some of the shit I say now, if I said it when I was 40, people would look at me and be like, oh, who you think you are? Are you so disrespectful? No, I ain't gonna put Joe on the spot, but Joe got me by at least a couple of weeks. But Joe, no, we can say shit at our age and people won't even blink an eye at us. And we just get away with it. So what's up, Jared Hawkins? Hi, John. What is that what we doing? That what we doing? They ain't gotta hide their auntie. Their auntie looking for me. But hey, Mo gonna get there. Mark, I don't know about Mark, because Mark be on the wild shit and he's still running from the popo with clock that don't work. He want to get back to, but that's a whole nother subject. Hey man, well, welcome to the show. We about to get this thing started. Let me invite my cast of what do I call them? Jared Hawkins, where you watching from? Your name don't sound familiar, man. I see you watching from YouTube. What's going on? And hold on, is your auntie cute before you hide them? You know, I'm just saying. I ain't saying we're gonna chase them. I'm just want to know if she cute. Let's see. I guess I should bring Joe Mo on the stage first, because Joe is the wise one. He always got at least 2 books for us to read, and he's supposed to be the voice of reason. But sometimes he don't read his contract before he come on the show. So let me go on and bring him on and see what's going on with him. Joe Mo in the house. And Joe, hey, you know what I'm gonna tell you what's crazy about Joe Mo. Joe Mo always got that bib on, and it reminded me of some Dexter shit. Because, you know, before Dexter did his thing, Dexter always put that bib on. And you see he got them characters behind him. And Mark done told us about his arsenal at the front door before you cross the threshold. Mark say he got a metal detector to make sure don't nothing leave the house. It ain't so don't bring that in. It's so that none of his stuff don't leave the house. So, Joe Mo, what's cracking with you, brother?
Man, listen. So Mark throwing some shots already, as you can see. But
I know.
Hey, man, I got to give you all hats up. I see that Mo beat. You got a new county chairman down there.
Oh, I'm in Douglas. I don't be paying attention to the A.
Oh no, you got to pay attention because the whole world is. But no, at least you all come out and vote. So I can't. I got to give you props on that. So Mark is talking about me and you are too old. So
he hating.
Yeah, listen. You see this? This is a bill because I can build on business. BIZNES. Business.
Damn.
So
hey, I bet all the clocks in your house work too, don't they?
Hey man, look, some of them don't, but at least they got a job. No, Mark don't.
Tiffany, we finna get there. Hey, how you doing, Tiffany? Hey, Tiff. What's up, Yolanda? And welcome to the show, Jared Hawkins. I hope I'm saying that right. If I'm not, blame it on Mark. So everything good with you, Joe? Let me go on and get real soon. So we going to get started. So we can get started.
Let's hit it.
Here go our conscience. What's up, Mo? What's happening with you?
What up, though?
Hey man, you gonna fulfill? Hey, he done got a different background. I don't even know what's happening. He headed to space. I don't even see
Now,
that
that's
door no more. I'm
Superman
like,
there,
oh,
dude.
what that
Superman.
happened?
All he needs is the S on his chest. Look at him.
Hey, man.
Super black man.
Hey, you know what? He done let his nephew or somebody come over to the house play with their computer. They create a background for him. He ain't know how to do that on his own.
Hey, I was fooling around with the computer, man. I got lucky, man. I was fooling around, I got lucky.
He probably can't get it off now.
Yeah, forget about that. It's on there. It's staying for life.
Okay. Cher sending me harassing messages. So let me bring Cher on so I don't get fussed at. Hey, Sherry.
Oh, yeah, troublemaker. Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, who get threatening messages and shit like this? You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Cher?
Nothing much. Joseph, I know you're not indulging in that type of behavior with DVP.
Let me help you with one word.
She come in swinging.
Hold on. Let me help you with one word. Yes, I am. Oh, that's 3 words. Sorry.
Yeah, that was more than 1 word, Joe. You have a marker. Now we can't count.
Joe, be careful, man. She called you your whole first name, bro.
I did, yeah.
Yeah, be careful, man.
Look, you know, when people in the South call you by your full name,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I got you.
That's right, Joseph. Don't let DVP get you in trouble.
Oh, no. Listen, I am a coward. I will run and I will throw DVP and Mo in front of me without a hesitation.
Oh,
and look, and I would throw Mark, but he's so small, I toss him over everybody. So,
oh, Lord.
Oh, there he is.
Look,
there he is.
Look, even this picture's small. Look at him. Come on, man. Get a real camera.
Hey, Mark, you got to turn your camera sideways.
Sideways.
Turn your phone sideways.
Man, I'm trying. When I do it this way, I look slim.
Yeah, somebody lied. Somebody lied.
And you do have on glasses, so
I'm sexy.
Hey,
you sure are, Mark. Don't let nobody tell you nothing different.
If ever there was a band of Misfits, I'm with them right now. All right, let's go on and get this because I know Tiffany got to go. She harassing me too. Hey, I'm just let y'all know now. I'm a full-fledged member of AARP. They don't play this. You harassing all people because you know they will show up in force with picket signs and strollers outside your house, outside your job. You can't harass the host and old people at the same time, Tiff. I'm just saying. And Yolanda is my personal attorney, so we can get some things done. So, y'all ready to start shenanigans? Y'all ready?
Might as well jump into it.
All right. So let's go on and get this out the way. Let's talk about this whole dating thing now versus then and these house rules. I'm gonna start with the house rules because Mark want to know when you in a relationship with somebody, and I guess he's saying y'all live together. Can your partners come over to the house when you ain't there and wait for you?
Ooh.
Is that pretty much what your first question, Mark?
That's exactly what I'm asking. If you, let's just say you on the way to the house and they get there before you, do your partner got to sit outside and wait in the car for you to get there, or can they go inside with your significant other being in the house as well?
It depends on how close you are.
What the fuck? Hey man, have you been nothing? I just want to know one thing. What are you drinking and why? I just
I'm on water today.
Okay, all right.
You said on water. Okay. I'm not drinking water. I'm on water.
I'm on water today.
Okay, all right. Because you come up with some. Okay, all right.
I feel like depends on how close they are.
I agree. But go ahead, Cher.
Like
find a little bit more on it.
So like let's just say my brother, he's passed away, but his best friend, I mean, we've been knowing each other since he was 7. We were 7 and 8. And so if he would come over to my brother's house and my brother wasn't there, my brother didn't have no problem with that. But you know, if it's somebody that he just met, you know what, he didn't have a problem with nobody, even if it was somebody he worked with, you know. But I guess because you know he trusts his girl, so you know. But me, it just depends. You know, I feel like if you got a whole ass friend, No, I don't want to be around now. He can't come in. He need to wait outside till you get here. You know, because you know them shady ones. You know.
Yeah.
Sherry, you sure look good over there, girl. No. Nope, he can't come in.
But what about your girlfriend, Sherry? Can she come over and wait on you?
It depends on which one.
Not your whole ass friend.
Right.
Not your whole ass.
The one that you can tell everything to, your bestie.
Oh, yeah, she can come. Yeah, she can come. She can spend the night, whatever. Yeah.
Why, you ain't there?
Yeah.
With your man?
Yeah. Well, she better not be with him.
I mean, they're gonna be in the house together. That's what Mark's saying. You ain't there.
Yeah, but that doesn't bother me. That's just how much I trust her.
Damn, her. What about him?
Say, what about him?
Yeah.
A man is only as faithful as his options.
Wow, did you just make that shit up? That's good. Damn.
That shit didn't sound right.
It must be something in the air tonight. Sharonda ain't being a fugitive from justice and shit. Cause boy. Or maybe she from one of them top secret jail cells. Cause she was on the plane or something.
On the airplane.
With a drink in hand.
What up, Sharonda?
What's up, Sharonda?
Damn, ran off real quick.
She said, hell with y'all, man.
Is that her nervous service?
Her probation officer probably walked by, but that's all right. So I'ma say I think I would be okay with it, but I don't think none of my friends would do it because I wouldn't do it. If I was coming to one of y'all house and y'all wasn't there, I'll go to the store or something. I'd be like, yo, hit me when you get back. Just hit me when you get to the house because I don't want to get there before you. I don't want to get there for you. Now, Tiffany say unless we swinging, then it can't happen. We know that means Tiffany fast. Yolanda says so to her man.
No. See, I disagree. It would the way I came up is just out of respect. I wouldn't do it. Nothing else. Just out of respect.
Yeah. Close or not respectful, opposite sex and allowed in your house if your maid isn't there. That's what I like to say. I don't think any of my friends will come in if I ain't there. They're gonna just wait. Unless they come in to fix something, you know. I got a couple of friends who are electricians. They're gonna come because they're here for business, but I ain't gonna tell them to wait on me. But and I guess a lot would depend on, for me, how does my partner feel around this person? Because, you know, sometimes everybody's just cool as a fan and they just treat them like that. But if my partner got any inkling or any hesitation, I'll just be like, nah. Now, I ain't say you was a swinger. I said you said unless they swinging. I'm just saying what you don't. Hey, don't get in trouble.
I mean, now, a woman, I wouldn't allow one of my friends to live with me and my man. Now, that I won't do.
You want to do what now?
I won't let them. I want to let, like, say one of my friend girls, you know, for whatever reason, she ain't got nowhere to stay. She gonna continue not to have nowhere to stay because she not gonna stay with me and my man. You know, I pay for her hotel or something a couple of nights, but
then you just say she can spend the night.
Yeah, but she can spend the night if it's like 1-2 nights, something like that for the weekend. Say she from South Carolina and she's going to a concert and doing some other stuff with some other people that she know here, and she's staying at my house. I ain't got no problem with that. That's 2 nights, but you can't live.
Damn.
What you got, Sharonda?
Sharonda?
I want to hear what Sharonda got to say, because we don't get her much. I want to hear what she got to say. Who can come over? Who can stay?
You know, I surround myself with good people. I don't have a friend on my list that cannot stay at my house at any given time, however long. If they need to stay, they need to stay.
Why your man is there?
Baby, a man gonna do what a man gonna do, whether it's a friend, a foe, a coworker.
Why ain't a woman gonna do what a woman gonna do?
But none of it's my responsibility. None of it's my business. They gonna do what they want to do. So it's up to me to pick good friends. I just went on a cruise with my best friend and her husband. My best friend can go do whatever else. Me and her husband sitting right there kicking it. Ain't nothing, because we don't play like that.
Yep.
It's all about integrity. I don't play them games. And I don't have anybody that I've been friends with that I can't leave around a man. Now, if the man is uncomfortable, and maybe he don't know her and he don't know, he like, well, maybe, you need to be here. And because I don't know what she gonna say, what she gonna do, then I respect that, but nah, y'all hang out, chill. Let me see what y'all gonna do so I know what y'all gonna do.
For me, I give you
let me get Miss Tiffany here, because Miss Tiffany got to go. So she came, she wanted to start some traffic. Remember last week she started some shit and she ran. So we're gonna get in here early before she have to run out on the street.
Tiffany didn't run.
Yes, she did, because I sent her an invite and she was like, nah, don't be trying to get me on. I was like, you started this whole shit, then you took off, put your Air Force Ones on and took off like a track star. So we're gonna get her in while she in. Hey Tiff, what's happening with you? Oh, shit. Turn your microphone on. We can't read lips. We all old.
You speak for yourself. That's right. Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Top row old.
Can y'all hear me more?
We can hear you now.
Okay. I think I have an echo. Sorry. Hey, Sherry.
Hello.
Don't be talking in that 976 voice. Let's get it now. Don't be trying to play.
What's Mark saying?
What's your can your girl come stay over with you in Indiana?
Okay, so I have a horrible y'all go ahead. I'm gonna figure this thing out. Sorry.
Yeah, because you got an echo. All right, go ahead, Sherry.
I was just gonna say that when I was younger, like guess I was like 23. I had this friend girl, and I will give my friend girl my boyfriend's number, so if she need to reach me or whatever, she can't reach me or whatever the case may be or anything. So back then, I was dating this dude. And so she was one of those friends that was very permissive. So why my thing doing that? Y'all hear that?
Y'all hear that? Mm-hmm. It sounds like somebody watching from a phone and a computer. That's not how you get the feedback.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, he called me one day and he said, Sherry, you talked a little bit. I said, no. He said, I think she called me today. And I said, well, what did she say? What did she want? He said, she left a message. And I said, well, what did it say? And he played it. She's like, hey, Corky, this little bit, give me a call back when you get the message. So I said, well, no, let's call her and see what she wants. And so we called her. And I said, hey, little bit. I said, this year, I said, did you call Corky today? She was like, no. I said, yes, you did. I said, because you told him to call you when he got, when he get a chance. And then I said, I heard the message. And I said, so what did you want? She said, what you mean what I want? I wanted to talk to Corky. Woo! When I tell you I cussed her slap out, I said, bitch, I will beat your ass. And I'm talking about it was ugly. And I said more than that. But I was like 20. No, I was about 18, 19. My bad, not 23.
Stop playing. You
so
she was 37.
But no, but
last week
she tried to talk to her sister man before. So I mean,
it's just in her then.
What's the that was to be expected, but my thing is when you tried me, so yeah, me and her fell out about that.
Hey, well, I'm gonna tell y'all now. Y'all wasn't around when I had my wreck, but I had a wreck and I had to stay at home.
Your mic is low.
Mine's off. Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
All right. So when I had my wreck, I needed around the clock care when I came home. So I wake up one day and it's this lady in the house. I remember who she was, but I didn't know her like that. And it was one of my wife's friends. And I'm trying to get my strength low because I had lost like 40, 50 pounds in the wreck. And Shawty's just following me around. I'm like, I get it. You want to make sure I don't fall and hurt myself. I'm cool. And she just started saying some really, really inappropriate shit. And I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, I've always thought you were cute, and it's so bad you went through the wreck, but I sure would like a good man like you. And I'm like, what? Where my wife at? And she's like, well, she at work. She asked me to watch you while she was gone. So if it's anything, right? She said, but hey, it really wasn't because, like I said, I had a real bad wreck, so it wasn't nothing gonna happen. It wasn't nothing happening. I could barely get meals, so wasn't nothing else getting up. But Shawty was like, just let me know. She was like, I'll wipe your butt if you need to. Hold on. And I'm like, what the hell? I'm trying to get back up to the room so I can lock my door. I need to call hey, what's up? Who is this woman you got over here? She already pretty. And she already talking about wiping my butt, which I'm totally uncomfortable with. And she just like, when she got, I said, why you got that lady over here? She like, she said she want to watch you. What you telling this lady? Because we talking about, you done told her what kind of sex we having, and she want to be a part of this and part of that. Hold on, you can't have you when you ain't here. Don't have nobody over here. Don't even have my friends over here if you ain't here. This is crazy. She like, I trust her. I'm like, I don't. She made me wholly uncomfortable. And y'all know when a man is uncomfortable around a woman who talking about wiping his butt, well, that's enough to make you uncomfortable right there. Don't ever talk about wiping my butt. Ever, never, ever.
Well, your wife just told her you don't wipe good.
Well, it's just saying. I don't care whoever I fall in love with, I'm not wiping no booty. None. No, I will get you in a nice home. I will get you some wet wipes and all the other. I'll even get you a bidet. I'm not wiping no booty. I didn't like wiping my little kids' booty. I was like, hey, these your kids. I got to think about wiping people's booty. I'm traumatized. That's how my PTSD kicked in, wiping booty. So it's like, so what I'm saying, you can trust some people, but to me, it's up to you how your partner feel about the person.
It's up to you how your partner feels. Absolutely.
Check with your partner how you feel about this person being here when I ain't here. Yada yada yada. It's like,
Can I say?
Did you say something too? Yeah, we can hear.
I did. So I don't completely understand why people don't understand. As human beings, we are women, and we are men. So why would you expect? So even with animals, right? You have a male, you have a female, and they naturally mate. So why would you put a male and a female in compromising positions and expect a different outcome? So we are naturally, supposed to feel things for the opposite sex or whatever sex you're attracted to, but naturally with male and female. So why would you even put people in situations to where they will have to make decisions like that? Just don't do it. Because then when things happen, then you're surprised. But it's natural for an opposite sex to, if you're an attractive person for them some way, you could be lacking somewhere and they just kind of, you know what I mean? For lack of better words or terms or whatever, I just feel like it's just not smart to put male and female in compromising situations like that.
Hey, even with the animals, hell, dogs don't care. Dogs will do other dogs. They don't care. So if your friend a dog, if your mate is a dog, you can't let nobody around them because when you ain't looking, they gonna hump a leg.
So wait a minute. So you saying
but they don't even have to be loose. I'm sorry.
Oh no. I just want to. So both of you are saying that we can't rise above base instincts. Is that what you're saying?
That's what.
That's what I said.
I'm not saying that. I'm sorry.
Because if that's the case, then all my meetings need to be on Zoom. Because it's some cute people that I work with, so I shouldn't be in a meeting with them and by ourselves.
Well,
but we should rise above that, like you said, Joe.
I'm not attracted to them. Like I can look at one of my friend girls' husband. If you say, "Hey, how does Dee Dee husband look?" Oh, he's handsome. But
no, you're supposed to say, "I don't know."
No, I can say that he's handsome. Nope. Like he's not an ugly dude, but I'm not attracted to him. Like
I don't know. Hold on, we ain't finna talk bad about the host while he can hear.
No, we don't know you. She's talking in general.
Oh, she said DVP. You like you don't?
No, I said Dee Dee.
Oh, you said, okay. I thought you said DVP.
You're so God.
It was finna be hell up in Harlem up in here. It was finna be hell up in Harlem. It's like
go clean your ears.
No, I'm not saying in like random situations.
I don't look at their husbands or boyfriends like that. It's just there's nothing there for me.
No, absolutely. I agree with that. So what I'm saying is, like, for example, like the situation, like what do y'all call him? DVP? I
Yeah.
don't know. Is that what we're using? Okay.
Just call him Peter.
My government name. I got crimes I done committed.
Just call him Peter.
Darren.
I can't. Next
So
show
no,
gonna be
so what
all
I'm
white
saying is like there's been so many situations where you have people that they don't come into a situation wanting to make that decision. I'm not saying that you just randomly see somebody or somebody at work, you just want to go hop on their lap and start, doing unnecessary stuff. What I'm saying is that, like, for example, your homegirl, why would you bring your homegirl over to hang out with you and your husband, or, doing stuff like that on a regular basis? And at some point, somebody may, do something wrong. I'm not saying, I'm not built like that. Like I'm like you, Sherry. I don't cross boundaries. But there are people that do that, and it happens all the time. It happens more so normally than not normally. And then people are so surprised by it. And so that's the part I'm not understanding. Like, why would you put your mate in a position to where your homeboys or your homegirls coming over randomly or whatever?
Then what actor did that? Married the wife's best friend.
Bobby
Womack.
You talking about Bobby Womack? He was on there. He was on a whole nother level.
Yeah, Blair Underwood was married to his wife for 20-some years, but then he married. It was his best friend, not hers.
His best friend, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, his best friend. That's interesting too. So would you allow your man to have a best friend of the opposite sex?
I have a homegirl.
I would.
Yeah, and I have a homegirl, and when I say homegirl, she was raised across the street from me. She's actually married to her brother-in-law. So, in the way I found that out, he was at the barbershop, and I just knew him from Facebook. And he's like, "Hey, Tiff." I was like, "What's up?" He was like, "Me and such and such getting married." And I was like, "Okay, that's cool. Congratulations." He said, "You know how we met, right?" I said, "No, I don't." He said, "I used to be married to her brother's sister." I said, "Huh?"
Wait.
And she was married. I mean, not her brother's sister, her ex-husband's sister. So just imagine you're married, and now you get divorced, and now your in-laws are together. Does that make sense? What I'm saying?
Yeah, that's weird.
I can't picture it, but it's
that family tree is all it's
weird.
That's weird.
Right, but
so
people,
the uncle and stepdad too.
It's weird people out here. It's weird people.
Keep that weird shit away.
Them kids.
Yeah, I don't mind my dude having female friends, but she our friend. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't tell me that some chick is your best friend, but when we have get together, she'll never come around. You the only person hanging with her. Wrong answer.
I think it's important that you see how they interact, because you can, we know if the interaction ain't natural. When if Sharonda got some dude and she telling me this dude is her friend, but I see the way he looking at her, I'm like, yo, that ain't your friend. I think to me and you talk about it ain't your friend. Y'all friends want a little something extra. So if we can't meet them and see y'all interact, to me that's a problem. Now, if I can see y'all interact and know that y'all just like that, because this whole play, especially if it's a play cousins is hell to the gnaw. I'm shaking on play brothers, but I need to see the interaction before I can say, well, not I'm cool with it. But if I can't never see y'all together, if you can't talk on the phone while I'm around, then we're gonna have some problems.
Right.
Definitely.
Because I got a couple of play sisters, and one of them is really pretty, but there's nothing that's ever crossed my mind with her. Like, you are what you are, But I could see how if I was with somebody, she could make them nervous just because of her look. But and we ain't never crossed the line, never. But I get it. I would want my woman to
play sisters at this age.
I mean, they've been with me since she became my play sister like 18, so you can't get rid of them now.
My play brother been my play brother since I was 7 and he was 9. So
yeah, I ain't getting no new ones.
Yeah, ain't no new ones.
You can't just kick them out. You can only kick out real family. So, all right. So y'all got any more questions? Because Sherry started on one, then she wanted to go to something else, but we're gonna still talk about. I think everybody here is over. Everybody here over 35, right? Everybody here over 35. Everybody had a relationship of 17. Who that? Joe, you out because you ain't dating now. No, you ain't dating now. Sharonda and Mark always on the run, so I don't know what the hell they doing. What's the difference between dating now and like dating in the, when you was in your 20s and 30s? You know, it's crazy how some of this thing go now. And I'm gonna start off. I'm old school. I was used to going to my date's house and picking her up and taking her back. You know, we talk on the car ride. I take her back home. She go in the house, she cut on the light, and I go back. You know, and we talk on the way back. This whole meeting somebody now, that shit is so weird to me that we can't do an interaction to and from the date. We got to come in 2 separate cars and leave in 2 separate cars. I understand it, but that was the hardest part about trying to get back out there in the dating world, just having to meet somebody at a neutral site and everybody in separate cars. I'm like, I don't like that.
Because people are weird. We've already established
They
that.
always been weird. They just weirder because of social media now. So social media has exposed a lot of people, sis. But what's y'all dating experiences in the 21st century versus back in the day? Except, no, Joe, I ain't trying to get you and Mo in trouble, so I don't want y'all to say that. Cause I ain't built like that. Mo, stop imitating Donald Trump.
What's that?
Oh, you froze on my thing. You like you were sleeping now, like you looking like Donald Trump.
No. Hey, I still go on dates, but
okay.
But it's the woman I married. We still date though.
You
ain't dating the lady you with, you stupid.
Yay. Good answer. Good answer.
So for me, it's like it's terrible. It's terrible. Like now, it's terrible.
You got to get the voice. You got to be like terrible.
What is it?
It's terrible.
It's terrible. Let me write that down. Spell that for me.
TURRBLE.
Yeah, there you go.
Got it.
Like it is. So coming up in Atlanta, like we would go to this place called the Omni, right? They had a game room, they had a skating rink, they had a movie theater, you know, and then of course McDonald's was there and all that kind of stuff. And we would go there just to hang out. And then, you know, there's always a group of us, you know, group of girls, then there's some group of boys, and then y'all get together, y'all get to talking, but y'all already don't pick who y'all gonna talk to anyway, you know. And back then, you know, we was on the bus. You know, my first boyfriend, you know, I would catch the bus. He stayed in East Lake Meadows. I catch the bus over his house, and he walked me back to the bus stop when I left his house. And, you know, then I get on the bus, and then we on the phone when I get home, falling asleep, all that good stuff. You know what I mean? It was just quality time. You know what I mean? And they were genuinely trying to get to know you. But Sharon, now, what?
You were straight thugging. Don't nobody walk through East Lake Meadows if you ain't from there. You were straight thugging. You were straight thugging.
I had 2 boyfriends over there, so they knew me. Not at the same time.
No, too late. You said it.
2 boyfriends knew her.
Yeah, so everybody knew me because my first boyfriend, he was a DJ. So, you know, everybody knew him. And then the other one was in Down by Law. And if you're from Atlanta, you know who Down by Law is. So, you know, so that's why they knew who I was.
GDs or Stones?
They were, well, the DJ, he was good, but the other one, he was thugging.
I gathered.
Yeah, he was thugging. So, but they know who I was. So, I mean, I could walk around East Lake, not like nothing. I could walk around Techwood. Same way. I had a boyfriend over there too. But I'm just saying.
Techwood won the cab. That's a whole different animal.
You had a boyfriend in every hood.
East Lake Meadow was Little Vietnam. It was more than a hood. It was
Little Vietnam.
East Lake Meadow was a war zone.
Yeah, they called it Little Vietnam.
Yeah.
Tiff, you smiling. What's your story? Because you smiling. Go on, cut the mic on. There you go.
I'm just listening.
Oh, that's what it is. You weren't reminiscing.
I'm talking about old Atlanta, so I'm assuming everybody on here is in Georgia.
No.
Okay.
Joe from Chicago, Mo from Arizona.
Mo is from Massachusetts.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
He's from the hood of Massachusetts.
And Tiff, where you from?
No, I mean like where you are now. Like everybody lives in Georgia. Oh, okay.
Joe in Chicago, Mo in Arizona, and you where?
Me?
Yeah.
North Carolina.
In North Carolina. So yeah, we got, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna get somebody from LA next time.
Yeah. So I don't. This new dating thing, like it gets on my nerves. Like, it's like men want even some women, they want access, but they don't want the responsibility of a relationship. They they want to, you'll go out with them. Like, I've been on a couple of dates. They don't really go nowhere. Cause like when you see their picture on the website, you be like, oh, they look okay. Or whatever. They ain't bad looking. And then you see them in person. Sometimes, like one guy went out, he had it was some black stuff down here in his teeth. That's the first thing I look at is a man's mouth. Then I look at his hands and his feet. If he got on some ugly shoes or some toe-up shoes or they turned up.
Well, what if he got big feet?
She said turned up.
What if he got big feet?
I don't care if it's some ugly ass shoes. I don't care.
Okay.
I think one of the differences is now with dating is, as the back in the day, it was enjoyable and they was grateful about the time spent. Now I think it's an entitlement on the things that they expect you to do for a date. Back then you say, hey, let's go here. Nah, that's beneath me. I can't go here. I can't go there. I gotta do that.
Mark?
What's wrong with what?
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with wanting to have and do the things that you want to do?
It's okay with doing the things that you want to do. But sometimes just enjoy the moment and stop being so petty on about the place that's picked.
So pick a place. What's the place you talking about? Give me some reference. What type of place would you talk about?
And we going to get something on the menu at any restaurant that you eat. Now, I ain't saying going to a fast food restaurant, but I don't care if it's Applebee's, the Chili's, the Cheesecake Factory, the Ruth Chris. First date, don't get Ruth Chris. You get this.
$50 steak.
But you still ain't getting that. You gonna get Applebee's. Get 2 for $25 and be happy.
How old are you?
That's the problem. That lions the problem right there.
I think it's the age group.
Well, see, and I
don't know about that one.
So I'm different. Yeah. I'm not a Ruth Chris, raised on the river. I've been to those places. That's cool. But for me, it's about the quality time. I like a man that can be creative where we ain't got to spend no money, but you spending time. Like, I'd rather go to a hole in the wall, like a mom pop joint, and we laugh, talk, eat good or whatever. Doesn't bother me. I think the cheapest date I went on was with my ex-husband when we were dating. And I think he spent I know it wasn't no more than $10. And it was good. We had a good time. I liked the company. It was his company. It was him.
I was just about to say it's different when you like the person.
It was me. I'm sorry.
No, it's called putting in the work.
It's putting in the work, yes.
Right.
And the intention behind it. It's all about the intention behind it.
I would tell you this. It's about the work. It's about most of these young brothers don't have the conversation anymore because it is work. And their lack of focus they're so focused on themselves and not the date. Because as you say, Sherry, listen, I go to this day, there's a bunch of hole in the walls I go to and have a ball, tell jokes, whatever. Some of these blues bars, some of the best places to go. But again, you got to put in the work. You got to have a conversation. You got to have game as it is. And I don't think a lot of these young brothers have game anymore.
Well, I think everybody's trying to get to the finish line and they don't want to put in the work. Because I was talking to a guy, he was like, man, you take these female places, they want to order the most expensive thing on the menu. Well, one, you shouldn't have took them nowhere you can afford. Because once you take them somewhere, you open the game. As Mark said, if you know you're on a budget, then you need to stay at Applebee's. But I can't take a girl to Ruth Chris and then tell her she can only have the salad. That's on me. And we don't get that. And I tell them a lot of it is because all this social media, all this 21st century stuff is cute. You can do all this text you want to, but sometimes you got to have a conversation to check the vibe, to see what she want to do, see what you want to do, so y'all can plan something. But some of these dudes, they so into trying to impress. You ain't got $2, So you need to figure that out, but you don't need to go to no $200. You don't need to go to no $200 place.
Look, it's called game. I don't care what you call it.
It ain't even called. But at that point, Mo, is it really game, or is it really just being true to yourself? Because we'll say that these women just want food dates, but we just want sex dates, so we doing the most and knowing we got the least. Sometimes we shopping in the wrong store. Some of us need to stay at the flea market and not try to shop at the high-end store. Just stay in the flea market. The flea market girl gonna go for going to Burger King or Crystals or Wendy's.
Hold on now. Don't talk about Burger King now.
Oh, my bad. McDonald's, my bad. Shit. Hey, commercial. If you take your girl to Burger King, that's a high-end place. You know what I'm saying? So,
hey, King, baby, I can buy me a $200 steak. Thank you.
Tell them you know Sharonda.
Good.
But yeah, and that's why I hate when women say, I just want the man to plan the date. Well, if he plan a date and you some shit, that's your fault for giving him too much access. Because now, what if he plan a Netflix and chill because you just wanted him to do what he wanted to do? You gotta say something. There's got to be a conversation somewhere before the date, and it really should be 2 or 3, because man, when talking on the phone is a whole. Without talking on the phone just to meet somebody and you got to break the ice in, that's a whole different atmosphere. Because y'all don't even know what yourselves. Humor style, y'all trying to act like y'all prim and proper representatives there, because y'all ain't never had no kind of telephone interaction to fill each other out in the first place. Because, see, when I go out, I want my woman to eat. Don't be telling me to go and you eating all dainty and pretty. You know what I'm saying? If I don't hit somebody in the head so we can go to this nice place, I need you to eat this food. Like,
so you can get on the run.
Right. I just want, right. I don't already committed a crime to pay for the date. So shit, let me get my money's worth. Right. Let me tell you a story now. I was on one of these little crazy ass sites. I met this girl on the site, made my little statement. She said, I'm 5'3", 165 pounds. I said, all right, cool. That's all right. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be creative. You know what I'm saying? So we go to this place. I'm there. I'm sitting at the table. I'm waiting. I'm from Atlanta, so people walk up and know me all the time. So somebody walked up to me and they said, hey, Dean. I was like, hey, what's up? And she was talking. I was like, my bad, but where do I know you from? And she told me who she was. And before I could catch myself, I grabbed my phone. I went to the dating site because I'm trying to see who this is. Because I'm like, yo, you told me you were 5'3", what she was, 165 pounds. Well, the chick I'm looking at is 5'3", 285. I'm like, what in the hell? What the hell just happened? Because, hey,
you got catfish.
I didn't know that women fat fish like that. But I'm like, you ate 3 people on the way here, because I'm pissed.
Well,
and this guy's who like big girl, but don't tell me you 165 and you show up at 285. That's
she was using her driver license weight.
No, Sharonda, she weighed 165 back like in middle school. This was established weight. And I'm like, it's plenty of guys who like big girls. Because she got mad because I got up and left. I'm like, you start out with a lie. That's like me telling somebody I'm 5'11" when I show up 5'3". That's a big lie. They ain't no, I washed myself in hot water and I shrank shit. Like, come on now.
He left. He said he left.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
You start out with a lie.
What did that look like?
It looked like me getting my happy ass up, walking out. I was pissed, and she trying to tell me, "Oh, you so shallow." I said, "No, I just don't start off lying." She said 185 and she was 200. That's a little fluctuation.
She rounded, Darren. She rounded to the nearest 10.
Instead of being a 1-bedroom apartment, she was a single family unit. Just tell the truth. Give me some
but listen, so you're that shallow though? Like you couldn't just like be a gentleman and just kind of get to know her and then make that the only date you had with her instead of leaving her like that?
Tiff, she started out with a lie. It was a lie. So why should I put up with a liar? It ain't like I said.
So when you're on these sites, were you looking for a wife? Were you looking for a wife or some pussy? I mean, what were you looking for?
I was just looking to have I was just looking for the date. But you don't lie about who you are.
Right. So why did who she was and how she looked matter if you weren't looking for a future? You could have just enjoyed her and not been.
I can't enjoy no liar, Tiff. I ain't built. Once you start lying to me, what is there to enjoy? Because then everything you say ain't gonna believe. You don't wake up and be 150 pounds heavier than you.
But 5'3", 165 is a big girl. That's a little woman at 165 or 5'3". I'm 5'7". I'm 5'8", and I weigh 165. Well, I actually just lost 7 pounds, but
okay,
so
and
I'm
5'8" and
165. She's big.
But she won 165. Right. She was 285. Y'all
285.
You keep going up on the weight there now. You done went from 165 to 185 to 220. So which one was it? You said
he said she was 285. That's what he said first.
Well, what was it, Darren?
He said that they talked that she said she was 165. She was 5'3", 165.
Why are you talking about weight anyway?
When she came up on the table, she was 285.
So look,
because you know what? Some of y'all be peen fishing. Y'all talk about cat fishing and goddamn fat fishing. Y'all be peen fishing.
Why are you even going out with somebody who's showing their peen?
And then on top of that,
no, we don't.
Y'all show it. How y'all show it? How y'all show it? How y'all show it? And then you get a fucking remote control and show it.
Well, how was that peen fishing if you seen it?
Hold up. Wait.
There's no perspective in the camera. But we ain't talking about peen.
Ain't nobody sent me no damn peen.
Oh, girl, I afford you, so.
Hey, that's clearly got to be a Burger King thing. That's got to be. If you don't work at Burger King, you don't get no pigs.
Hey,
so why do y'all expect women? Why do y'all expect women to look a certain way? And no disrespect, but y'all don't even be looking like that.
It ain't that you gotta look a certain way, Tiff. It's just why a lot. You know how everybody say, "Don't send your representative." You try to tell me representatives come. Tell the truth and let me make a choice. Everybody should be able to make an informed decision. What's up, Cheyenne Monet? Everybody should be able to make an informed decision. Don't lie, come on now. If you start a relationship offline, where we gonna go? You start off
to the gym. Shit.
Yeah.
No, we're not going to the gym. We're not going. We taking our we taking our online ad to the house because I'm like, I'm not finna put up with no lie because now you done start offline. So where we going? You start offline.
Yeah. So
but why? Okay, my question is, why did you ask her how much she weighed?
I didn't. She told me.
Oh, she just volunteered. Oh, okay.
Yeah, because on my thing it say I'm 5'11", 195 pounds, and she said I'm 5'3". So she brought that in there because her pictures look like she's like what she said.
And well, maybe does she hold her weight well? Because I know when I was bigger, no one knew how much I weighed. Like I weighed more than what I looked like.
Hold on a second. It's not about the weight. It's about the lie.
Thank you, Mo. I don't know why we keep trying to get around that.
But what I'm saying is sometimes we don't know how much we really weigh.
It's about the lie.
You ain't been no lie.
Well, I know she knows the difference between 165 and 185. 285.
I don't think that lady was 285. Damn, she's probably 287.
Exaggerating.
She was 297. Go ahead, Mo.
That's 297.
Go ahead, Mo.
You find me a woman that does not know her weight, and I'll tell you.
I don't. I legit do not know my weight. I do not have a scale in my bathroom.
And all that, and you don't know.
Only thing that matter, can he pick me up? Yes or no? That's all that I care about.
In her case, it was a hell to the no.
So you ain't got to pick me up, but you can roll me over.
No, you got to pick me up. You got to pick me up, baby.
So check it out. I went through something similar, right? So it wasn't a lie, but it was just the etiquette that this girl was showing. So I went on a date. So she said, let's meet at this little boutique. So we got to the boutique. First thing out this girl's mouth was, "So what you gonna buy me?" Man, I looked right at her, turned around and left. And she's like, "Where you going?" Gone, boy. You ain't never gonna see me again.
She wanted to meet at the boutique, or did you suggest meeting at the boutique?
Oh, come on. I'm a dude. I ain't going to no damn boutique. Oh my God.
Why did you meet her there? Why did you meet her at the boutique?
Because that was her suggestion.
So, but did you not look and see what the boutique was? Because if a guy meet me at a boutique, then yeah, get me something.
Oh, yeah, we find something.
Why did you meet her there?
That's totally ridiculous. We going on a first date. I'm just meeting you, and you talking about.
But why did you meet her at the boot? But listen, why did you meet her at the boutique there?
Her suggestion, but that don't mean I plan on buying or something. That don't make sense.
Yeah, I'd be like, baby, why we meeting at the boutique? That's a setup. I wouldn't even met her there.
Yeah.
Hey, listen.
She thought it was a trick. She thought you was a trick.
Probably, but she.
Well, he wanted
What
what did he want? What did you ultimately want?
He wanted
y'all
a treat.
ultimately want sex. Let's get it. Let's keep it real. Y'all ultimately want sex, but then you get mad when a woman asks you for something.
And Tiff, y'all don't want sex. Y'all don't want sex.
Not the first date, not the first meeting.
What you say, G?
Why?
Y'all don't want sex, Tiff.
It depends. Like if it,
Don't stutter now.
That's a yes or no question.
Man, stop playing. Stop playing.
Don't stutter. Don't
Yeah, now all of a sudden, we got some static in the air. They got
I'm so nervous.
Oh yeah.
Love.
Put them peanuts down, girl. Quit playing. Put them down.
Hey, Mark, send her a cyber sweet or whatever that is you drinking, Mark. Give her some true serum because she over there playing.
I think like the dating, I think like what Mark said is that back in the day, people really were dating because they wanted to get to know you and they wanted to, you to be their girlfriend, boyfriend, or whatever the case may be, wife, husband, or whatever. But I think now it's like men and women, they want the attention without commitment. They want access without accountability. They want consistency from you while they still inconsistent. So, and I don't think the struggle is chemistry. I don't think it's, conversation or anything like that. That's, to me, that's kind of like the easy part. But what I think, I know what I'd be looking for. I'm looking for your words to line up with your actions. Like you ain't, you want to get in my sugar walls, but like, give me a reason to want to give you my sugar walls. You know what I mean? Like time, that's it. I don't need money. I don't need penis. I mean, I love to have it, but
No,
it's not a requirement, because I think that
Tiff say y'all don't want it.
Who don't?
Tiff say y'all don't want it.
Tiff say y'all want love and peanuts. Tiff say y'all want
I didn't say anything.
That's why
she did not say that.
Hold on. We got to rewind on here now. When you were stuttering and couldn't, you know what I'm saying? Man.
I mean, it's like this. We all know that women, for the most part, we like sex just as much as men do. But
say it one more time. We didn't hear you. Turn your mic up and say it again.
You heard what she said.
Women want sex just as much as men do. The difference is that a lot of times women, and this is not all the time, I'm just saying sometimes, women have to have an emotional attachment first before they have sex. Men got to have sex first, and then they get the emotional attachment. So now you at an impasse.
Do they need emotional attachment?
I must be a man.
Do they need emotional attachment or a gift? Because, you know what I'm saying, we already know if we meet at the boutique, we got to buy a gift. I'm just saying, what's up? How we doing?
But I like Tiffany's question though. Men want sex, but then men get mad when she asks for some money.
Or anything. Ask, your tire flat. Right. You can't even come fix my tire. You can't come, you can't pull up on me and help me out. So what we doing here? What we doing?
See, because if the role was reversed and a man say, goddamn, pull up on him so he can get a nut, you gonna I can't believe he did that already.
If I like him, yeah.
Well, see, hold on, Mark. Let me flip the script. Let me flip the script. I don't know what y'all doing. Suppose the man got that good, and he said, if you want some of this, come make me a meal. Y'all acting like it ain't good on his end. So if it ain't good on his end, yeah, whoever giving the worst job need to do the most. But suppose you want this, he can't say, hey, can I get a meal? For a meal, you can get this today. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna trade meat.
We gotta get to that point.
I'm trying to figure out who the hell y'all be talking to, because don't nobody talk to me like that. I wish the nigga would to my son. You want to get this?
I wish.
Hey, you know what the old people say, be careful what you wish for.
Nah, I wish a nigga would.
That picks the size of remote control. We still trying to figure out who you dating.
No, have you seen a Roku remote control?
Tiffany, Sherry, Yolanda, have y'all been getting dick pics while y'all was dating?
Not me.
Yes. Oh, huh.
I don't know. I had a resting bitch face, so for some reason, I don't get those real disrespectful people. I don't know why, but like some of these stories that I hear, I'm like, somebody did that, you know. But
yes,
I don't know
they
why
do that.
They do that.
Just don't come at me like that.
It is unsolicited and random.
It'd be random as hell. Like this one guy I used to talk to, we talked on the phone for like 6 months, and I was just driving down the street. We were talking. It was like probably about, let's say, about some waffles or something. Then all of a sudden he's like, "Look at your phone, dick pic." I'm like, "What the hell?" Like we wasn't even talking.
Yep.
It's like, what happened?
You missed this.
Your waffles.
Like we hadn't even had sex. Like we hadn't even met before.
Well,
and it was like,
be ashy. They don't even put coconut oil on it.
Hey, can I ask the ladies a question?
Yeah.
Get on your job, Mo.
Wait a minute. You can't stop, but he forget.
Yeah, be quiet, DVP. Who do y'all think told these men that women like to get those kind of pics?
They did.
I know y'all didn't tell them that. So who y'all think told them that?
Women.
Ain't no woman told them that.
No woman told them that.
Me. I can show you the text where I've been asked for them, and I just cut off the conversation.
Because she don't want to be peen-fished.
She wasn't finna get none in the first place.
Because sometimes you do need to see it before you see it. You know what I'm saying?
I don't need to see it. Keep me surprised.
I don't want to be surprised.
I will tell you if it sucks. I tell you that. I tell you quick. I done told. Get up. Never mind.
Hold on, I think Tim.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right, Tim. We'll see you next time. See how she starts.
All right, Tim.
Bye, Tim.
We're gonna call Tim trash star.
Bye bye.
Oh my goodness.
I gotta go, y'all.
All right. Thanks for coming.
Thank you for inviting me.
That's crazy.
I ain't invite you. You said I'm coming on or else. Don't get it twisted. I got the text messages.
Hey, do women send any kind of pics?
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
I mean,
They do if they like you. If they like you, they will.
If we already done crossed the line, then
you've already crossed that line. Yeah.
But if I ain't crossed the line,
I was getting them and hadn't even gotten them. We hadn't even held hands
for a regular picture.
Me neither.
I got them and I hadn't even held Shawty's hand and she was sending to me. And I was so stupid. I was like, "What is this?
What is this? Third. That was a thirst trap.
I don't know what it is. You know what it is?
That was a thirst trap, Darren.
It was. He had the meats.
It ain't like we done had sex because
she's telling you she wants to have sex with you.
Okay, well she should have said, "Can we have sex?" Don't send me a picture. I gotta ask you what it is. Cause I didn't know what it was.
Oh, man.
I'm like, shit, I'm turning my phone. I'm trying to figure out what it is. What the hell is this?
Did an Arby's commercial come up after you did that?
Hey, Mr. Click got the meat and hung up.
Who got the meats?
Man, I don't know. Let's see. One guy sent Yolanda a dick pic and told me I'm too small to have. Ooh, that's right. Y'all done gave both her whole human. I'm just saying. Y'all something else, man. Y'all need, you know what? Y'all need Jesus for real.
You said he don't exist.
He don't exist, darling.
Ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm just saying that's what y'all need.
Why we need that?
Because y'all heathens.
What do you need? I would love to know.
I'm the host. That's all. I'm just the host that know a bunch of heathens. I'm trying to get y'all right.
Off of it.
Say what?
With the S and the T.
Anyway. So
look, I just feel like this. Like,
how you feel?
I've never experienced any of that. Like I told a friend of mine, like, you know how people say, well, she got to leave by 6 o'clock in the morning and stuff. Ain't nobody never told me I had to leave.
No, ain't nobody told me I had to leave.
I've never,
but I can get up and go.
Anything like that. Ain't nobody made no excuse for me to leave. If anything, I'd be like, I'm finna ride out.
If they made an excuse, how you know?
Huh?
If they made an excuse, how you know it's an excuse?
I said they don't. Like, they want me to stay. Like, they be like, well, I'm going to work. You want to stay here or what you want to do? I'm out, buddy.
That's the line right there.
Yeah, that's the line. I'm about to go to work.
No. He said, do you
want to but they know you're going to leave.
Yeah.
No, but not necessarily. I mean, it's been times I've stayed, depending on who he is, depending on what went down.
Well, you just didn't fall for the bait.
I mean, it don't.
But that was their excuse. That was the excuse. You just didn't go for it.
Is that what it is?
He got in the car, called the pop like, damn, this motherfucker won't leave.
No, that ain't never happened. I don't think.
That's what you don't think. I'm trying to tell you from a man's perspective.
And I'm trying to tell you what was happening.
When he said, I gotta go to work,
back and I'm still there, he happy that the girl is there.
Wow.
Yeah, because shit, she don't been here all day. I might well hit again.
Hey,
but he really was hoping you would have left.
No, he not. Because he probably said, if this is here when I get home from work, I'm having seconds. That's all he was saying.
No, now he got to hang out with his homeboy like he done worked the whole shift. He was just going to spin the call and come back.
I don't have those problems. Never
To
have.
the left or to the right? Because it look like you got a bonnet on your head.
Oh, I know it do though.
Now I got a bonnet on my head.
That's what it look like. Move over. It's throwing me off. I can't concentrate.
We got company, so I want y'all to welcome Yolanda to the show. I want y'all to be nice for 3 minutes. I know it's gonna hurt y'all, but be nice.
Hey guys, everybody.
What's up, Yolanda?
Hey guys.
Yolanda, you've been watching the show since I first came on. This is your first time coming on.
Eileen said, why not go on a date that does not require eating?
Because that means it ain't going to be no sex involved, because you know y'all nasty. I see how y'all been doing this.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, but I need to eat like every 3 hours. So
but why is sex on the brain? Like eating and sex don't go together.
It could.
Yeah, they do. You got to get the energy to go through with sex.
All depends on what you're eating.
You need your ass passing out.
I mean,
well, DVP, you asked about a one-night stand. See, I've never had one, so
you missing out.
And the one-night stand, me and Mark was arguing about whether it's somebody you know or whether it's a stranger.
It can be either.
It's a stranger. I mean, it can be either. But typically, you think of a stranger. Like my mom, she told me she had a couple, back in the 70s, And I was like, did you see the guy again? She was like,
Damn.
Because it wasn't good. She was kingfish and she ain't even know it.
No, I don't think that was it. I think
because we're going to go back if it's good. We're going to go back if it's good.
Well, my mom.
Unless he was shipped off to the military.
She was a G, you know what I mean? So, she needed her car fixed. If she need a car fix, she got one. She need a plumber, she got one. She needs some reefer, she got one.
Those weren't one night stands. Those were payments.
No, I'm just saying. What I'm saying is that this.
Her mama was a G.
Like when she went to the club, whoever it was that she met, if she met them that night, then hey, they probably went and did what they did, and then that was it. And she ain't see them no more. But she always had male friends that if she needed stuff done, all she got to do is make a phone call. So,
hey,
Yolanda, what you got to say? Hopefully we finna get some good stuff going on. Yolanda, welcome to the show. Bring us back down to earth.
About dating, I don't have any comments about dating. I don't really have any comments about dating. It's interesting. I've been divorced officially this year 10 years, so I don't know. It's wild out here.
Stay in, honey. Stay in, because it ain't nothing but some trash. It's terrible. Terrible.
All right, man. Y'all something special. I don't even know what to say about y'all. Let's see. It's 7:00. We're gonna change the subject. Mo, you got anything? Because you ain't doing a good job throwing flags on the play, Mo.
Let's see. I had something out here. My notes are jacked up, man. Go ahead.
All right.
In other words, he forgot.
He wrote it down and can't read it.
I can't, man. I can't read them.
What's up, Vicky? Since we got some intellectuals on the show, some people who are professionals, this is gonna be for Jomo and Yolanda mostly.
No.
Yeah, and I'm scared. I'm extra scared. That's what's up, Charlie from McDonald. Glad to have you here. NAACP and SCLC. Do we still need them, and are they functioning?
Ooh. You want to go first, Yolanda?
This one.
I think that the NAACP, I mean, it depends on what, yeah. So it depends on, my uncle is very, very active in NAACP. I think it's still a viable organization. So
Can you
I'm,
ask your
I'm getting
uncle
like
why they don't support or back Black Republicans then? Ask him
I
that
don't
and
know.
let me know next week. Because I've been wanting to know that. Because how you back a white Democrat before you back a Black Republican, and he's supposed to be the advancement of colored people? That one still stuck with me. So, yeah.
I don't know that to be true. Maybe.
Virginia. They backed the white governor in Virginia. It was just, it was just a question. It was just that's interesting.
If you understand the history of, let's start with NAACP, how it really got started. NAACP really got started after the riots in Springfield, 1908. NAACP was actually formulated February 9th, 1909, a year after. But again, if you look at the mission goals and what it was designed to do as an organization, I would tell you any and all organizations are viable in our case. I don't think that we have enough out there that are doing the jobs that they should do. So if the question is, are they viable? Yes. Are they viable across the country? No. The NAACP, and again, we're talking in terms of history, particularly in the Black, for us, the NAACP was in Mississippi was formed by Medgar Evers. So historically, yes. Are they functioning to their level now? No. But are they viable? Yes.
And what about SCLC?
Southern Christian Leadership Council, huh? Well, now we have another issue. I think that the SCLC in its formation was good for what it did. I mean, from SCLC, you had Push come out of it. Nothing has come from Push. But for that time, are there such things as movements in their time that are good for that time? Yes. I don't see SCLC. In fact, I haven't seen anything from SCLC since the late 80s, maybe, and even probably before that. Because once Push became the next big thing, SCLC was actually pushed to the side because all those people moved to the offshoots of Push.
I agree with Jomo. I think a lot of the organizations, I was hearing you guys in like different places. So I was like, what am I doing? Why can't I change it? Okay. So now I hear everybody. I agree with him. A lot of those organizations started with voting rights. And so, so voting rights happened. And then I don't know if they didn't take their focus to the other issues that were prominent for African-American citizens. It didn't eventually come to do other things within our community. So,
and I guess my question is, the reason I asked and thought about it is, okay, so they were active in the Voters' Right Act, but when they repealed the Voters' Right Act, I hadn't heard from them. So what are they doing in 2026 to say that they're still trying to advance colors? And I don't know why they won't take the colors out. Because if anybody else call us colors, they're gonna have to read
it was all, never mind, let me shut my mouth.
So, and let me add to Mark's question. So, because one of the things that I see missing is, we talking about it right now, and a lot of us don't have a lot of information. So what's the pipeline to let regular folks know what's going on in those organizations? What, like, do they have a newspaper? How do they distribute what they're doing to better our communities?
It's nothing, because they ain't doing nothing.
Well, Most locations have NAACP and SLC. The organizations are in locations. You just have to find them.
Well, yeah, well, that's my point. I don't want to have to find them. They should be. So our Black community, you know,
grassroots.
If you want our support, right? Where's the information should be somewhere that either I can go get it or you sending it to me. Like I'm trying to figure out what's that pipeline to make the connection, because that's how those communities will grow and that's how they get more notoriety. I was just wondering what the process was, if there was one, because when I was in the hood, man, we had a NAACP right there. It was sitting there all the time. I passed it every day. I go, I'm going to college, I'm going to work, whatever. I'm sitting right there. Had no idea what the place did. Not one.
And I think part of like what we're saying is, I would think that if the NAACP or even the SCLC was operating at any type of efficiency, Black Lives Matter wouldn't have had a chance to spawn off, because to me, the NAACP should have been there for that. Black Lives Matter should have never been born, so to speak. And I never saw them step up. And when we get into stuff like politics and understanding something, I just don't see a presence from them like there was back in the 70s because I can't even say in the 80s, but in the 70s, I can say they were a major force. I just ain't seen them do that. I mean, the last time I remember them doing is when they got in trouble for hiring that white girl, thinking she was Black. And it's like, what is it that they're really doing now for us? And it's crazy. It's crazy. Like those y'all from Georgia, y'all remember when Brian Kemp got in trouble for saying colored people, and they was like, you can't say colored people. And he said, that's the name of the organization. So why y'all fussing me for saying the name of the organization? It says colored people. And Brian Kemp ain't my favorite. He ain't done a great job. He ain't done a horrible job. But if you say colored people because that's the name of it, why is he getting in trouble? But yeah, I just don't think they've done enough. And you'll see them every now and then ask for money, but it's like, where are y'all in the community? Where are y'all with giving information? When are y'all leading charges? When are y'all forming anything? And I think that's the biggest thing what we're having now. That who are we supposed to look to? Who is that we can go to for information on a regular basis? Who's keeping us updated?
Well, half of them wasn't colored that founded it, so I don't trust none of that. Yeah.
But it's one of those situations, or one of those organizations like DDP said, if they were active and at the forefront, we want to have Black Lives Matter.
Well, you got to realize why you had Black Lives Matter. That was a front anyway. So you would have had it anyway, regardless of NAACP.
So I think we got behind the NAACP that's been around for 100 years versus jumping behind something that's new, because they'd have been so active and so much with him, so much that when they get out there, we'll get behind them.
Okay.
Since it wasn't nothing for us to jump behind when Black Lives Matter came out, like, oh, that's the next best thing. And I think that's why a lot of people jumped on that bandwagon. But I think if they were truly active, or like we had information to understand, what are you doing? Because like I say, with the Voters Act being repealed, I can't say that I heard them say anything about it. Even when I did a little research on them, they did try to appeal the redrawing of the lines in Tennessee, but that's the only thing I see they've actually tried to do.
And they tried to get the Black athletes to give up their NIL money. So
not go to these schools and the gerrymandering the votes. But yeah.
Go find your local chapter. Find out where your local chapter meets.
Yeah, and join. We should join.
And go find.
I'm sure they got something near us in Clayton.
Yeah, because if you don't like what's happening, change it. You got to be in there to change it, because you won't change it if you're not in there.
No, I'm gonna continue doing the little things that I do to make my little change and impact. It's just different to see that such a big organization that does nothing but. So that
should make you go down that rabbit hole and further investigate and ask and really look at what the hell is going on. Not just what Google says, not just what we knew from the past, because a lot of these organizations are shell organizations. They the ones dropping drugs off. They the ones dropping weapons off. They the ones while your cities and Black areas still are drug infested. So You can't get rid of that. Then what do you, like you said? What are you here for? What are you doing?
So Yolanda, you sound like an expert in this field.
I'm not an expert though.
You're not an expert. Okay, well, you know,
I'm not. I was a poli-sci major in an undergrad. I love politics. I do. I like. So I'm a member of my local Democratic Party chapter to talk about the things that are happening in my local community. So I do. I feel like you have to be. You got to be in the arena to actually make something happen.
Okay, so I got a question. Anybody can answer it though, but I'm gonna direct it towards you. But when I was growing up, I found out there was an organization. I went to it a few times just to play basketball, but there's an organization we used to call it the JCC. It's called the Jewish Community Center. Mm-hmm. And this organization was set up so that, let's say, if there are new Jewish people that come into the community or, come to the area, they can go there and get kind of a foothold on what they need to do to integrate themselves into the community. So that sounds like, I was like, damn, that's fantastic. What's the Black people's equivalent for that? Wouldn't that be the NAACP?
For the kids, I mean, I would think so, but I think our community, we have like the not girls and boys club, but there's like to me it's like I feel like they have organizations that are. I grew up in the hood, but there are some organizations that they're like doing cotillions and things for Black kids that not necessarily have money, but it's not all inclusive sometimes to me, for the people who actually grew up in the hood. I agree.
Yeah. So I wasn't that clear. It wasn't, I'm saying they had the gym and stuff for the kids, but it was an organization where the adults could come. The people that just got here, let's say some people just got here, they don't know what to do, where to go, how to get anything. They go to the Jewish Community Center and they get a foothold on, the area, what to do, information, all of that. So I'm just saying, I don't think Black people have equivalent. I would think the NAACP would be that, but I've never used it for that. And I don't know if anybody else has. I was just curious.
I don't know that there's an equivalent. I mean, the YMCA is there, but that's not us. That's right, just the gym.
Right. I went to that too. I went to, I was poor, man. I'm leveraging all organizations, boy. I went to that one too. So
you didn't have these things, Mo, because there was a bigger concept or a bigger purpose to reclassify you and take what was rightfully yours. So why would they provide you with the resources to further advance your people when they're trying to take from your people? So
yeah, I mean, I see that I can see that being true, but why let's assume the Jewish community was in good standing. Why would they have an organization there for them to turn to?
They were in good standing. They always have been. They the ones taking their identity.
That's my point. They're in good standing, and they still got a place to go get.
And then they told you that you were downtrodden and oppressed, and you have this slave mentality. So they're keeping their foots on your neck. That's just what it is.
You say this by design. Okay, got it. Yeah, got it.
It's by design. Yes, it is by design. It's by design.
I think somebody asked a question. I think Vicky asked me a question. Yeah, I am from up north, Vicky. Original roots is Boston, Connecticut area. Yeah.
Yeah, the organization that I was thinking of was because I'm like I said, I'm from the hood, but I do have some friends of mine from school who they had Jack and Jill of America. Yeah, I didn't do that.
Hey, I did the YMCA. I was with the white boys.
I didn't have that. We didn't have that in the hood. I didn't have Jack and Jill, but some of my friends had Jack and Jill of America that helped their kids in their communities to actually get together with other people who look like them. But I didn't have that in mind. So I had my son was, I wasn't in the hood when I had my son. So we had him in AAU basketball all the time. I wanted him to actually be around other people that didn't grow up in the suburbs of Orlando. Because we lived in the suburbs and we were a very small group of Black people in the suburbs. But I wanted him to be like, I wanted him to know, listen, these are other people who have things that you have, things they don't have. So I had him play AAU basketball for a long time. So,
And
but
see,
those
like
two
for me,
organizations.
we had the why, but as I got older, I guess there was nothing really. I mean, like we went to junior achievement to which is why it's funny. That's where I met Sharonda's mom, and that was how we got to know stuff. But there was nothing specifically other than, like I said, we had a while when I stayed in the hood, and when we moved out, which I think is what happened to a lot of people. As we moved out and started, we started getting rid of the projects so much, it kind of lost it. It kind of lost its pep, because you weren't in the same places where it was easily accessible. Because everybody, when I was going to Y, we all stayed at Egan Homes. We would all just get together and walk up there. Once you move to a bigger and better, you don't have that same, you don't even have the same circle no more. So it's hard to just get together and do stuff. But it's, I think the biggest question is just for informational purposes. And I hear what you're saying, Yolanda, about we have to join, but if we don't even know they exist without looking for them, I think that's the problem. Why should we have to look for them? If they want us, why don't we know that they're there? Why don't we know what they are? Like I see stuff all the time for these other little clubs. Like they got posters up, they got this up. The Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts they're a fucking terrorist organization, because boy, if you sign anything, they will come after you with emails for 100 years. But I don't think I've ever received, even with all this spam stuff, I don't think I've ever received anything saying I'm from the NAACP. This is where your chapter is. And I think that's the problem, that it's almost like they want you to find them. If they need us, then why aren't you doing more to attract our attention? Where are the commercials other than the one that come on at 2:00 in the morning asking me to give you $18 a month?
Yeah, because
I agree.
I got hit up by the Nation of Islam much more than any other organization. Or in my hood,
which is true, because I buy bean pies all the time for the Nation of Islam.
Yeah.
You saw the bean pies, but yeah, you're right. They don't make an effort to actually get out and tell people about where they are and how to get involved.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they don't need your involvement. Then y'all gonna be poking and looking indoors and be like, what is this? They don't need that.
And Vicky, I don't think she's saying we should have to join to make a change. We should join for our voices to be heard, which too might be a problem, because we talked about this before. I don't think as a collective we know what we want. Some blacks want 40 acres, some blacks want the views, some blacks want reparations, some blacks want. We don't have a collection of what we want. And even when all the people who claim to be our spokespeople, they don't know what they want, because they're all, Ice Cube became our spokesman. He wanted something. I don't know who elected him. Stephen A. Smith came. Everybody who's stepping up for us is wanting something different, and nobody's actually talking to anybody. They're speaking from a selfish point. I mean, because if I'm in charge, we need mental health. I mean, that's just my thing. We need more mental health. We ain't gonna get nowhere till we get over our trauma, and we keep getting around that. Money ain't gonna fix that. Better living conditions to me ain't gonna fix that. We got trauma, but that's my thing. But everybody else seems to be so unfocused, and I don't see where people are bringing us together so they can give us statistics. As much as we give Joe a hard time about bringing us stuff, Joe brings us factual data 98% of the time. 2% of the time he talking shit about Mark, but he gives us data that we can deal with, and we can go there. And it's like, I think we need more that somebody who just gives us something, tell us where to go. Most of us are intelligent. We can read and get information, but if I'm watching, I can watch MSNBC, Fox News, CNN, and all of them will tell me something different about the same thing. So it's like, now I got to go somewhere and try to find a totally independent source to know where to read, so I can find the information. And if I'm truly wanting to lean one way, where do I get this information from where I can ask questions in real time? And that would be where I would want to go to an NAACP meeting. But it's like anything else. We'll see a sign, and the sign will tell us to go somewhere. We find Buc-ee's because it's a big ass sign saying Buc-ee's next exit. We go there. We go to Walmart because there's a sign that says Walmart next exit. We see stuff as we're driving. It said yard sale, 3 houses down. We go to the yard sale. I don't recall ever seeing anything. No, anybody ignoring you, Roy. I don't recall ever seeing anything where something said NAACP meeting 8:00 at town hall. But I see these SPLOST meetings. I see these PTA things. They're posted, and I just don't see anything that tells us this to get our attention. Even on Facebook, I can't ever say I've seen an NAACP ad, and I'm like, I got to be part of their target audience. And I think that's part of what's happening, because there's a lot of misinformation being posted, no matter which side of the fence you're on. So you can't make an intelligent decision. Most of the people on here, we've disagreed about something, which is what our commonality is. Because I'm gonna listen to what you got to say. as long as you don't be like, go research it yourself. Well, give me something. Tell me where you saw it. Let me go read that. Let me see if I read the same thing you read. And I think that's what we're saying with the NAACP SCLC, because even with Black Lives Matter just got out there and everybody ran to it. And what did the song say? When a man is in the desert, you give him sand until it's water, he's gonna run to it because you told him it's water. We don't have anybody who's trying to give us information to garner our attention, because that's how. And I ain't like Black Lives Matter because I thought they was, but that's anyway. But they came out there and they gave us something to go to, and people ran to them. Even when Black Lives Matter, some of it turned out to be fraudulent, the grassroots group kept doing what they was doing because they weren't part of the major group. But there was something out there that told them that, and they were. I ain't gonna say they were recruiting people, but they let it be known that they existed, and people just latched on to it. Even now, when something happens, what do you see? They went and painted the streets, BLM. They went and did this. But where was the NAACP? Where was the SCLC? Where are the groups that our generation grew up with? Where are they? But we know they still exist. Go ahead, Joe.
Let me push back. Let me push back on that just a little bit. There's a couple of things that you have to take into consideration. Every group that's making a move per se has something that unifies them. And when we talk about Black Lives Matter, there's a difference between a matter and a movement. Black Lives Matter, the movement, no. But as a matter of point, it didn't make sense because our lives didn't matter. I mean, if we look at the statistics, who's getting killed and how? So in that vein, it does make sense. If you look in New York, there's a section, not Bed-Stuy, there's a Jewish community that is so insular, they've got their own police and fire. New York police don't even respond to this because they have their own police. We had that too, but we had a unifying point at one point. The problem is that we've become so disenfranchised from ourselves that we've let other people come in and fractionalize us. If we ask everybody on this page right now, how do you identify yourself? It'd probably be about 5 different answers. However, if you go to some other of these communities, they tell you one thing, they're gonna stick with that. See, if you go talk to the Jews, they're Jewish. Plain and simple. You talk to the Chinese, I'm Asian. Like after this last decision last week where the guy shot the guy in the back, kid in the back. I won't even discuss that. But the fact is that one of their people got online and said, we've got Chinatown. Where do your TVs come from? Where does this come from? And they made a point. They're made in Asia. Now, that's not to say we don't have the same intelligence quota. In fact, look at most of the inventions in this country, us. But again, we've got so fractionalized that they divide and conquer. Right now, we could ask everybody on this page, who do you align yourself with? And I guarantee you probably have at least 3 or 4 different answers. We'll go to these other groups and they will tell you to a person, this is what I'm aligned with and this is why I'm aligned with it.
Yeah, I believe that. Yeah, that makes sense. And I just want to mention, Roy said the Urban League is equivalent to the place like the Jewish Community Center that I mentioned. So no, we're not ignoring you, Roy. I see your comment.
Yes, we are.
See, but in Atlanta, I've only heard of the Urban League a few times. And I can tell you where not one office is or what organization is in Atlanta. Been here all my life, and I couldn't tell you that. Because like you say, it's not promoted, it's not advertised or any of those things. Hell, it's almost like that and the NAACP and the SCLC is a secret organization.
Yeah.
You know, to be one, you got to know one. You know, you almost, like you say, you got to do research to figure it out. When if they're
follow the money.
Sometimes you have to do that. You do have to do the research sometimes. You got to figure out where those organizations are in your area and what you can do to actually make those organizations more visible. So I'm not going to just leave it up to a certain group of people to do it. If I want to do it, if it matters to me, I'm going to figure out how to make it happen. So that matters.
So let me just make this comment. I agree with you, Yolanda, but so here's the psyop though. Black people got to go looking for it, but all the other organizations have a place that's already there. And so that's because like, that's why we don't have Blacktown, right? We got Chinatown, we got these other things, right? Because it's already set up, but we don't have Blacktown. Where's Blacktown at? You know what I mean?
There's a black town in every city. Well, I can't say in every city, but there's places in every city that's black oriented. I mean, it's not called Black Town, but there's places.
It's called hood.
Thriving, though.
Martin Luther King run down it.
Nah. I'm talking about the places that have the means of production.
Exactly.
That create and build their own items. They sell within themselves. They self-generate, because they got a Chinatown in Boston. It's by itself. I've been in there. It's got everything they need. They don't need to leave outside of Chinatown to go into Boston for nothing. And I was just amazed. I had my mouth open when I left. I was like, God.
But we had that. And cities did have that past tense. You look at Auburn Avenue. You look at in Tulsa. We had that, and it always gets dismantled. I think
part of that from us having our own town is when we went into segregation.
When we went into integration.
Mm-hmm. So we went into integration. It took us away from dealing with our own, going to our own people and doing all these things. So now we start going everywhere else. And those smaller businesses ended up going out of business because they're no longer getting the business that they had, because we were able to go other places.
And somebody convinced y'all that y'all had less than, when that wasn't the fact. That wasn't the truth.
I can't say I disagree with you, Mark, because I do agree with you, but it wasn't. I don't think that was a choice.
No, that was by design.
It was by design.
That was by design. We were infiltrated. That was an infiltration.
We fought for it. We want to be integrated. Yeah. The white man ice is colder. And we just had to go hit it. We got to go sit there and eat at these.
Gotta go. Good damn well, they greens was nasty. They greens was nasty.
Unseasoned food. We fighting to eat unseasoned food. So we stopped going to where our food was good to go try these other places. And that left us starting over. Fucked up. So to say.
Well, go ahead, DVP. Go ahead.
No. Do you think?
No, I was just gonna say, part of that is part of the PSYOP is to make sure we don't have places where we can go either. Because I just do this little baby example. Y'all can extrapolate it to whatever you want to extrapolate it to. But my wife used to have a tutoring center, and she's trying to tutor these kids. Man, they was for a damn room that was like 20 by 20. They trying to charge her arm and a leg, and it's ridiculous, man. I'm like, we can't sustain that rent and also keep the business going and make some profit so that it's profitable. So I guarantee you, all these hair shops, all these places where they make food, any black place, they don't own the facility and they get ripped off with rent and whatever else expenses they have. Buying, if they got to buy hair, whatever it is. At the end of the day, there's nothing left. So that's part of it too.
And we do want to live around our people.
Hello?
But our people has become so many different classes. I was telling somebody, the black people, the Negroes don't want to be around the niggas. And every time we get somewhere, what's the first thing we get moving to our neighborhood? Somebody who want to leave their trash, or somebody who want to play their music loud. And we want our people. We don't want the others. And it's crazy we talk about this, but just like white people don't want to be around crackers, black people don't want to be around niggas because they mess everything up. And I think part of it is that we don't like to say that because you're not supposed to talk bad about your own kind, but we have to differentiate between who is who. Because when I go somewhere and I got on my nice clothes, when somebody who's the same color as me come with his pants sag and talking on his phone and so on speaking all this shit, I don't want that. Oh, y'all think because I ain't got the money? It ain't about money. It truly is about class, and I think that's why we start moving out, because we wanted something different. And I was on one show and they climbed. Oh, you left the hood, you ain't come back. You're right, I'm not coming back. You know what I'm saying? I want my girl, my wife, my kids. I want us to be able to leave the door unlocked and not have to worry about somebody stealing our shit. And we got that mentality. And part of what Sharon said, we let people convince us that we weren't better sometimes, when what we got to understand is we're not all equal, and we keep trying to bring everybody up. But some people got to stay in the hood. That's their mentality. Other people, like me and Joe, we worked hard. Mo worked hard. Mark getting there. We worked hard for what we got. We don't want to stay in the hood. We don't mind going back and visiting, waving. But I forgot who said it. But some of the same people we grew up are still in the hood with their hood mentality. We'll go see them. We don't want them to come see us. We don't want them at our house. But we'll ride through the hood and wave. I go and play basketball every now. They be like, "Where you at?" I be like, "Shit, man, I moved to Macon." I'm not telling you, don't come out here. Don't come out here. And,
you picked the wrong place to say Macon ain't no goddamn better.
but I want them to go to Macon looking for me. I don't want them to come out here looking for me.
You set them up on a dummy mission.
Yeah,
They get their ass moved and make it.
I ain't know what in the A, so that's why you don't see me but every now and then, because I got to make this hour and a half drive from Macon. But I think that's a lot of what it is, because we keep wanting to bring everybody with us. And it's like, we talked about before. One of the best lessons I learned from trying to help people is we got to be like hospitals. Hospitals know they can't save everybody. We got to accept the fact that we can't save everybody. We do this show. I say, this show ain't for everybody. Those that don't want to come up and step up and change, this show will always be something that you don't care for, because we talk about making changes. You hear changes from the left, changes on the right. But if you want better, you got to do better, however that look for you. But some people, if they're comfortable being nobody, that's their comfort zone. They ain't gonna never come up and want to try something. It's Joe, you did this. Well, I don't want to do that. Suppose I don't make it. We don't want to be around them types. But they prevalent and they loud. And we get caught up in this social media hype where everybody wants to be something, as we talk about, without putting in the effort. To get somewhere big, you're gonna suffer some L's. I mean, we can call it learn if we want to. I don't never lose, I always learn. Whatever, you still lost, damn it. And you got you learn the most when you lose. And all of us can tell you something that we didn't get that we wanted. And look at us, we still thriving. And I think that's part of what happened with the whole moving out, because we just wanted to do better. It sucked for us because we didn't have the same closeness that we had growing up. But it is what it is.
Let me jump in. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Santa Claus.
Okay, great. Yeah, okay. Appreciate it. First off, Yolanda Page, is this your first time on the show?
It is the first time.
Physically on the show, Roy. It is. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. So good for that. So I'm gonna start with something that both Marky and Sharonda said, because I think that both of them are absolutely on the DVD. I think that's what you were going into, and I missed part of what you were saying as I was logging in. The first issue is, like Sharonda said, we had all of those areas. Hell, we made the blueprint that everybody else used, and then they burned them all down to the ground. See, all they tell you about is the Tulsa one. And then most people have heard about Rosewood. That happened in every state in the country.
Yep.
Literally. And Florida had it actually happen 4 times that most people don't know about. All they know about is Rosewood. There were 4 different cities in Florida that happened. If that didn't happen in the particular cities, the next thing that happened is that the government came through and put highways through the middle of all of our major cities, or our areas in major cities. The prime example is Miami. They went down to Miami in an Overtown, which was just as big as Harlem, put the highway smack dab in the middle of it and broke up our houses. Now, the other part of it is when somebody made a comment about people, and D, you always say this, and we've had this discussion for years. When we left the hood, what it was, the first time that people started leaving the hood, because our doctors and our lawyers didn't leave the neighborhood. They left the neighborhood when it started being allowed to bring other people in who were doing the things illegally that they shouldn't have done. When we were policing ourselves, like if you look at, what is it, your boy Forrest Whitaker plays the gangster, what is it, Bumpy?
Yeah.
Like back in the day, we didn't have to worry about the police, because everybody knew the police was on the payroll of the mob most of the time in our areas. But it was the mobsters, and there, we talked about this before, gangster changed to a different term. A gangster used to be somebody that protected the neighborhood. They protected their community. You didn't allow certain things to happen. Nothing ever happened with children. Once you're 18 and 21, you're fair game. But before that, you didn't do that. People weren't getting put out because they didn't have it. It was always somebody there to help them. But we got to the point where the people we've allowed enough people from outside of our communities to come in, and whoever said it was 100% on, that we've allowed them to come in and make us less than. And if enough of us feel like, because now I agree with you, we already know we can't take everybody. But the issue is that people are still confused about who they are, you know, and we're judging ourselves and each other by a standard that was never built for us, and that we should have never been trying to get to. And I'm gonna go back to the topic I came in when I heard y'all first talking, which is why I mentioned the Urban League. Our organizations are trifling as hell. I'm just gonna say that at this point. And I think most of them have become groups who are just out to maintain this. They're like politicians who've been in office for over 20 years. They just there to get a check. And that's why, to Yolanda's point though, that's why younger people have to get involved. That's why people who really want to be in a change in the community, you have to be involved, because you can't change the NAACP from sitting outside of the NAACP. You have to be a part of that organization to make a difference, whether it's your local chapter or whether it's your national chapter. I used to work for the Urban League. I got sat down in the Tallahassee Urban League because we was out in the community, me and another brother named Rudy Ferguson in Tallahassee. They made us sit down because we was out doing too much community work, and people started getting jealous of what we were doing in the community. I'm like, hell, what y'all hired me for? I'm supposed to be out here working with these kids. But when you start impacting people's image, that'll start impacting their checks. Oh, they gonna shut it down. And that's what we got to get out of there, though. Only way that changes is new people come in and vote them old people out.
Yeah, and so Roy, I want to add something to what you're saying, because there's a lot of spaces where they want the problems to persist, because once you fix them, then the money generation stops. I just want to add that.
It's just like the medical industry. They treat symptoms. They don't find cures for issues. They find out how to treat it to make you feel better for a little while.
Let me add to that real quick. If we look at this problem holistically and we compare ourselves to the other groups, one of the things that the tie that binds is the fact that they stick together on something. I don't give a damn what it may be. Stick together on one thing and you'll learn that you can fight and beat them. And that's where they fractionalize us. See, distract and everything else, all the psyops, all that's true. There's no question it's true. But if we could agree on one thing, we'll beat them. And let me add this while we're talking about it. Let's be very clear about the other psyops of this thing. They killed the leaders that were trying to move us toward that. You guys talk about segregation and integration. Believe it or not, King was not an integrationist. If you read his letter from Birmingham jail, he specifically said
he wasn't. That's why they killed him, because he went against the program.
Well, there's two people that killed for the same reason. And again, he doesn't get much credit for it. Malcolm X had started moving away from the nationalists. He went to Mecca and said, all whites ain't bad. And what happened? They killed him. 1 year later, 2 years later, killed King. Now, understand this. Now, let me give you this last one, just so you know, as a point of reference. 8 months after King was killed, they killed two other young brothers that were on the same plane. They're called Mark Clark and Fred Hampton. Well, what did they do? They organized. The Black Panthers had organized and put together a plan of not only feeding the poor, but teaching the poor. They were killed. They were assassinated. I got the books. So again, and this is why I harp on history. The problem that we have is that we don't teach history. And history is not a forgiving item. It abhors a vacuum, but it really abhors stupidity. And see, we're a victim of our own stupidity.
Well, see, here's the problem with that, though. And now I'm gonna agree. And now, so this is one of the areas that me and DVP probably have some big major disagreement on. But it is what it is, because I believe that we have some things, and not when I say we, I'm talking about us generally as a people, not necessarily individuals, but us generally. We have PTSD, and we have some stuff that has never been innately put in our DNA. Because just like you talked about, if you look at the other cultures, no other group's leaders were assassinated when they were coming to the middle. Nobody. Because see, they understand that if you get a unified black culture, I mean, look, what's your boy name? Who was the FBI director? What did he say? The biggest threat to the United States and when he says that, he means the white power structure that was in place. What was the biggest threat to it? A unified black family.
J. Edgar
Literally, Hoover, right? Out of the FBI director's mouth. So why do you not think that they are?
The program is called Counter Intel.
Yeah.
Say that again, Joe.
I mean, look.
The program is called Counter Intel Pro and is actually still running to this day.
COINTELPRO, right? Okay, yeah. And I mean, Dr. Francis Cress Welsing used to talk about it. That why do y'all think they call projects? Who knows that answer? Who knows why you call projects?
Ooh, maybe because it's a whole experiment. They had to put y'all in a damn.
No, you're exactly right. What the point was,
it just hurts to talk about it. It is so painful to know that an entity hates us so much.
I'm not even going to use the word hate. They feared us because they thought we would do the same things to them that they did to us. That's what it was. They are in total that they think we will do the same thing. But what the projects were, the reason they called them projects, because the goal was you were supposed to take the amount of people that you would have in a 10-mile square radius and put them in a 2-mile square radius of living and see what happens.
They kill each other.
Whole resource, right? That's too many people in that area. And it breeds, it's immediately going to create certain things, especially when you withhold resources in that community. When you pull out police protection. Like New Jack City, people used to think New Jack, they joke, oh, okay, nobody take over no project. Yeah, they could. I saw that in Miami. Right. I saw that in Miami. People, listen, it's some places that, I don't care, you lived in Miami your whole life. If you didn't live on that block, you didn't go. And that's what they did to us. And so what happened is now you've created a large group of people who are in that mentality. And when you get 3 to 4 generations deep into something, it becomes very difficult to change that. It becomes almost impossible to get those people out of that mentality. That's why you have all of these women and all of these women who are 5th and 6th generation welfare. You have all these men who, my daddy wasn't there, I ain't gonna be there, my son ain't gonna be there, and they go through this because they have now been conditioned that this is normal. Remember, the only way you used to be able to get welfare in the 70s, man was not in the house. Yeah, that was not how welfare was initially designed. It was designed for family. But when we started to use it, because they took all of the stuff that we was doing away, okay, now the man can't be in the household. So see, these are the systematic parts that create what we like to call the racism stuff. Because now we're in a system that won't allow us. Can we get out of it? Yes, we can. But we have to pull enough like-minded people to start the process. Because and the worst part about it, we always gonna have somebody that's gonna be willing to forego or fall back to the master, whatever you want to call it, the man for a check. And see, we got plenty of them out there now. And to me, that's most of our media people. They are out there for a check. That's why I told we've been in this media business for a long time. Urban World News will be relaunching either in August or September. And guess what? I don't care if 3 people are watching it. We're going to keep doing it. That's the excuse that they use on black networks is, oh, we don't do news because black people don't watch news. No, y'all don't keep doing the news. Y'all stop when y'all don't think anybody's watching, or when one of your sponsors says, oh yeah, no, we can't have you run that story. And they don't do it. Like a lot of people, this is the last thing I'm gonna say about that part. like y'all all old enough to remember when Tavis Smiley used to be on Tom Joyner's show, right? And they went through all the stuff for like 2 years talking about we're going to find a replacement for Tavis Smiley. Tavis Smiley did not get fired from the Tom Joyner show because he talked bad about Obama. He got fired because he broke a story about a Coca-Cola regional manager that either sexually assaulted or did something racial, and it may have been both, to a young lady that was under him. And he was white, she was black. That's why Tavis got fired. I was working at the radio station when all that stuff happened. It had nothing to do with President Obama. And that's what they do to us. When we actually report news, they cut their knees off. And now all of a sudden, they're afraid to lose what they have, so they just fall in line. We have to have enough people who are willing to lose their material possessions for either the greater good or just for us to be better. And that's one of our big challenges.
Yep. Ooh, you said a word, dang.
All right, it's 7:51, y'all. So we got a couple things we're gonna wait the next week. I'm gonna get this in just because I was supposed to get it in earlier. This is Mental Health Month, and we're gonna talk about it a little bit more next week. I'm gonna let y'all.
I want to do a live show on the first.
So what?
Sharonda said men's mental health. I said I want to do a live show on the first.
I can't do nothing while World Cup is here.
Oh, you working? Okay, I got you.
Yeah,
I got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's wait till after the World
All right,
Cup.
then.
What you smiling about, Sharonda? You looking guilty.
Shut up. You saw that? I had a thought, but I ain't gonna. Never mind.
So yeah, but before we go, like I say, it is mental health. We'll talk a little bit more about it, and I'm gonna say the same thing. If y'all got a friend who y'all think has suffered something, quit responding to Facebook posts. If they're your friend, call them. One of the biggest things, and I'm gonna keep stressing this to the day I die. When people put out a help message or a message that sounds like something ain't right, do not respond to their post. You're feeding what they're saying, that they're not important enough for you to call out and reach out to them. You'll respond to Facebook, call me, do da. Call your friends, hear their voice. Go pull up on them if you know they stay. But responding to the post, I've seen 8 people who committed suicide, but they posted and everybody comments. Everybody, but who pulled up on them? Who called them? Don't tell people who are depressed to call you. When they're depressed, they feel like they're not worth anything. So responding to a post, on the post, you're validating that. They're not even worth the phone call. And I see the little thing being shared where, share this, abrupt, share this, or something going wrong, call me. I'm telling y'all, as a functioning depressionist who has been diagnosed with clinical depression, telling me to call you is never the answer, because we already feel like we ain't shit. And if we do call, because I called 2 people, I had to cut them off, and they said I'll call you back. One of them to this day has not called me back. So I called you because you put that little post up. Oh, if you need me, I'm here for you. But when I needed you, you weren't there for me, and you never called back to see what I wanted. And it is what it is. But stop telling your friends lies. If you ain't gonna be there for them, just don't say shit. If they make a post, don't say shit. I made a post a few months ago and said it, and I put don't reply to this post, and people was just started replying to it. Are you okay? Are you okay? And 10 or 15 of them people had my phone number. And I told y'all, it's crazy. The only somebody who called me was my white realtor. My white realtor called me. She called me like fucking 18 times. But everybody else who knew me that responded, nobody reached out to me. And I was like, this is so fucked up. Because I said I was having a moment. I said I needed somebody. And all I got was comments to my post. Nobody. It's like when you see shit like that, don't respond. Because if you respond, I know that to me, you're doing it for social media. So if you got friends who suffering, you think they suffering, whether it's seasonal depression, whether it's clinical depression, reach out to them. Call them. Pull up on them. Hey man, how you feeling? Hey Charlotte, what's going on? What's up? And I tell you, it's the same thing with funerals. Anybody who's lost somebody can tell you, when you lose somebody, everybody's there for the first 2 weeks. Week 3, week 4, ain't nobody paying you no attention no more. And they're going through depression while they recover from their death. Be a good friend. If you have to set fucking reminders on your phone, because your phones will do it, to send them a text or something, or to call them, reach out and do that. I think a lot of people who are depressed get pushed in depression more so by their circle that abandon them than the actual incident. Because when they look around, they by themselves. When they cry, they by themselves. And nobody's reaching out to them. Everybody say, oh, I got you. I'm going to be around. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And they not. And I know some of y'all mean well, but it comes across as you being full of shit. And when the person who is depressed is thinking that nobody cares and I ain't worth it, you just proving their point, whether you mean to or not. So if you ain't going to do nothing, don't tell them you're going to do nothing. It's better to under promise or overproduce. So I'm gonna let everybody get in the parting shot. I just want to say that because we're gonna talk about it more next month. But y'all know that when every time I talk about it, somebody put onions in my thing, so I don't want to talk about it too long. So let's see how we're gonna do this. We're gonna let the guests, Yolanda, what you got for us? Give us some parting words for you.
It was nice to actually see people that we talk with. I listen to you guys all the time, but I never had logged in to actually. But it was nice to actually see people. You guys are brilliant. I enjoy myself listening to the thoughts and the random thoughts that everybody has. So it's great to see you, Roy. FAMU, my classmate.
Yeah.
And Mo, that's who you need to meet, Yolanda. She used to be a public defender.
Oh,
so
okay.
she can help with some of the stuff you be doing. So make sure y'all link up.
I was a DA, so I was a prosecutor. Mark doesn't like the public defenders. I almost did it, except when you try to when you go to getting on, the defendant can determine whether or not you can defend them. So I ended up going to the prosecutor's office because I wanted to help people because I can change the sentence. Public defenders can't. I could drop charges. So I did. So
we needed somebody from your side. Me and Joe were cops. We didn't have nobody who actually was on that side.
The law side.
Right.
So, or the order side. Y'all were the law side. Okay.
Yeah, we was the arresters. We needed the charge.
I needed that too. I needed the law side. The orders. So, I'm the order. So
we're gonna bring you onto some stuff that Mo got planned. And Roy, you got some parting words. Roy's my super producer, you know what I'm saying? When he showed up, he used to produce the show and help me out. Then he just kicked me to the curb for other shit. But anyway, Roy, you got something you want to say?
Man, look here. No, we are getting ready to the network stuff is gonna officially be relaunching August 24th, Monday. We'll be doing a whole bunch of new stuff, so we're gonna get back to some of the things that we used to do with this show and some of the other stuff. The new app will be out. We are just kind of put it in perspective because I'll actually be sending something for you to share with people. Everybody is familiar with the Green Book. Our app is called the Urban Passport, and we're calling it the evolution of the Green Book. So it's a Black business directory that people will be able to get. It'll be free for the consumers. The first 100 Black businesses that sign up for it will get in free. After that, it's only going to be $10 annually to be listed in the thing, because we want people to find these businesses and help them. Of course, there'll be other opportunities to advertise and stuff on the network, because you'll also be able to find all of our programming in the app as well. But we're putting it out there, man. We gotta be that change. So it's like I gotta get. He's right. I gotta get back a little bit more involved so that we can make his show back to the agitator point that it used to be. We want to get back out there and get more people engaged and involved on a regular basis. So he know too many people. We got to make sure he out there in front of folks. And the last thing, I'm gonna jump because I got to get ready to go to something. We wanted, because, and Sharonda was saying it's Men's Mental Health Month, so let's be specific with that. That is Men's Mental Health Month, and I actually wanted to go into next month with us making that a priority. And Darren, we've talked about this before. We've done it in the past, where we want to spend but men's mental health, especially Black men of color. We're going to be doing a lot of things over the next 12 months that will engage people in that conversation. So, be looking for that. Y'all will definitely hear about it on the show. But it's good seeing everybody again. Yolanda, good to see you too. Hey, Yolanda was my assistant when I was the Attorney General at FAMU's student government, and then she went on to become the big time prosecutor. So,
All right, Sharonda, what you got? Since we got to catch you when you ain't running from the law. What you got?
Listen now.
The Burger Queen.
You know what? You already know. Why can't a toe be 12 inches long?
Because we
Ain't
got
nobody
to
gonna
take those down.
So then it'll be a foot. That's all I got. I'll holler.
Exactly, Sherry. Go ahead, Sherry. Go on and say it. Sherry, come on here. Come on. Yeah.
You know I gotta break up though. Yeah, now.
I didn't even hear what she said it was.
Don't ask her to repeat it then. Don't just sometimes the best thing to do is just keep moving.
Foot.
Okay.
Why can't a toe be 12 inches long? Because
then it'll be a foot.
That's funny. I don't care what y'all say.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that, Mo. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
But I'll be here next week. Same place.
As always, I enjoyed the conversation. And I'm looking forward to next week for these topics. I do think that mental health is very important. I lost my brother in February, and DVP is right. You know, everybody calling you and texting you them first 2 or 3 weeks. Then after that, you don't hear from them. But my friends, they pretty solid though. They were there, and if I need them, you know, even if I put something on TikTok that seems sad, they picking up the phone calling me. You know, you good? You good? You know, I saw this, or I saw this on Facebook, you know, or whatever. So I do have some pretty solid friends, and I hope that you guys do as well. But don't be shy to ask for help. So I'm here if y'all, you know, feel like y'all want to slap DVP or something, you know. I'm gonna hold your hand while you do it. So
give me some baby powder.
Whose hand you holding while they trying to
no,
slap
I'm gonna do spit.
Ooh, he do got a bald head. Don't you have a bald head? Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah,
Joe, what you got? Because this is why the show gonna be all white people next year. I ain't having no more black people on the show. All white people. Mute.
I'm black, so.
Let me throw two things at you. Before Rosewood and other places, the blueprint was started. It's called the Battle of Negro Fort, the rise and fall of fugitive slave community. Andrew Jackson started it when he wiped out a whole community. Then the other one is Lies My Teacher Told Me, Everything Your American History Textbook Got Wrong by Llewellyn. I highly suggest them both. Because again,
the Battle of Negro Fort?
Battle of Negro Fort, yes. This is the blueprint for wiping out black communities. And
what's the second one?
The second one's going to be Lies My Teacher Told Me, Everything Your American History Book Got Wrong by Llewellyn. It's version 3. And it specifically addresses a lot of the historical inaccuracies that I can tell you some of us got totally wrong. But there's that.
Mo, what you got for me?
Okay, just to mention, if you're interested in joining an online small group discussion of policing in America or childhood trauma, send an email to the address right next to my name. You know, these discussions are something that I think our society needs, something that's really critical. We did the first cohort, DVP, Joe, Mo, and Mark were there. And I got some feedback from the attendees, and they said it's extremely valuable. Many cases I have people who have lost people to police violence, and they appreciated the feedback from Jomo and DVP, and also the material that was presented.
Mark, what you got for me, brother?
I want to thank Yolanda for coming. Thanks for Sharonda for peeking her head in. See if it was good to have all these new people, old people. But the different ideas, I love the conversation, man. It was a great conversation this week. Looking forward to talking seeing everybody next week.
And y'all know it is. I want to thank Yolanda because, like I said, Yolanda was one of the first people that ever responded when Random Thoughts with DVP ever came out like 120 years ago, and we've never met. So this is my first time seeing her, but she was one of the first people when we started back at, good Lord, I think we was in the West End when we first started. So it was good seeing you. Tiffany, if you still watching, it was good seeing you. I'm gonna tell y'all this. Ain't nothing like a black woman who would speak her mind and talk trash. And Lord knows I got 4 of them. Yolanda was acting quiet, but don't believe the hype. Sherry is what Sherry is, and Sharonda, she's a fugitive. Tiff came and started shit and ran. And then y'all know how my Misfit brothers do what they do. So I love this. I love the fact that we can agree on some stuff and disagree on some stuff. And when you watch this, all we're trying to do is give you a bunch of different tools to put on your tool belt. Between us, somebody gonna say something that you can deal with, because we ain't gonna never all agree. But to survive in this life, you need to have a bunch of different options. One of the options is gonna work for you. You don't have to follow nobody wholly, but take a little bit here, take a little bit there, take a little bit there. So I appreciate y'all for coming to hang out with us and having fun, and hope y'all getting a little education in the process. Joe giving y'all a bunch of books. I know, I know he make your expense account go up, because ain't none of these books free, because I be trying to find them on my Kindle, but it always say, $6.99 or $10.99. So I'm like, man, Joe cutting into my table dance money, but that's neither here nor there, because I'm single. But anyway, so until next week, y'all know what it is, right? Peace, popcorn, and chicken grease, and we out.
Have a good night, everybody.
Good night.
Bye.